Let's go. Sleep first, Charbok. Whoa. Sleep trying to goad him with the air dash. The hovering cross-up without pressing the button. Charbok calling him out with his grab. Which, by the way, one of the faster grabs in the game. So he has to like 2 frames rather than 4. Making it so difficult to tech. He's finding a breaker, but he's already taking so much damage in the first body, he needs to be very careful. Oh, what a nasty cross-up empty jump into a low. There'll be a level 4 cash out, and now Charbok's going to be sitting in the corner. Hard to not get that block and that jump in, but he does find a breaker, and his instinct is at the ready. He's working his way in first. And Hisako is one of the better dashes in the game to go from, and he's going to use that instinct right away. That will start a combo because his instinct always keeps his graph meter maximized. A lot of great both players, but no counter from either of them. No shadow counter that shotgun knee, and Charbok tries to press the button, but gets counter hit, and here comes Sleep's instinct. And that shadow counter is not going to pay dividend for him whatsoever, but he does find a heavy breaker to make up with the slip up. Oh, try to teleport out of the way with assist. That was very good stuff for him, but Sleep was completely expecting it.
Oh, and looking for the read on the start of that round, as it were, to jump forward. Was Sleep with the jump back medium punch, it looked like. Kept working with just a little bit of momentum, and this is the matchup that we saw in Grand Finals.
Yep. Sleep versus Storm 719 back then, and now we got Charbok looking to avenge his ghostly comrade. Sleep wisely choosing not to buy in the breaker because that was his baggy to get counter broken. That lockout had worn out for the last 3 hits of that Shadow Linker, so he had the opportunity but chose not to take it. But he will be taking the second body from Sleep. All that's left is late body, so from here on out it's going to be huge for the oriented battle. I think he could have parried that, but he doesn't try to go for it. Unless that medium kick actually has a projectile hitbox instead of a physical hitbox, which does make all the difference as to what Hisako can parry or cannot parry. Oh, the reset dagger into a low. That would be a shadow catch. Our Charbok's gonna go off one now. Please. Yes, rudely intruding on my territory, but considering the guys are bringing type matches, I'll excuse it.
Game number 2 between Sleep and Charbok, and just a reminder, we have posted a link in the chat. If you can give that a retweet for us, we have tweeted out the top 8 has started here in cross-up, and Charbok looking for the monumental upset early, and look at the momentum he's building already here in game number 2.
Yeah, the difficulty anti-air of his character is really catching up to him. Oh, what a good block on that setup. If you haven't done your homework against characters like Aria, you're bound to get opened up for days. That is counter-breaker! To another counter-breaker!
That was so ballsy from Charbok, and wow, did it pay off.
But it was also incredibly smart because he can now jump Chancelo's record in this season, which allowed him to go with a Shadow Linker straight into a counter break setup. And potentially he would have broken it and avoided death on the first bar if he had not tried it. The Shadow counter is going to get stuck. You gotta be very careful trying to Shadow counter this character if she hasn't already used her drone that she summoned to her side when she popped Instinct. And Charbok's going to get punished for his unwise use of meter right there. That jump is going to get anti-air as well. Oh, the empty jump is going to get clipped by some fireball. No block on that assist cross-up. With the empty jump low once again. Charbok finding the breaker. Oh, no call on that whip, but let's get the sweep.
That sweep so far.
And yeah, that sweep is one of the farthest reaching sweep attacks you'll ever see in the game. And another huge thing about Charbok is that he's very good at block confirming his Rekkas. Because those Rekkas have like gaping holes in them that's easy enough to jab a heavy normal in the middle of them. Or in most cases the GP. So Charbok will see that you block the Rekkas and then choose not to continue the chain any further. As negative as he is on the first hit, regardless. Jumps into the shotgun knee. Decides to go for the anti-air because he's trying to bait it. Gets the recap of the air record. And Sleep's challenging with the late heavy auto. If he had not done that and had locked out his head, that could have actually been the match for him. Speaking of the match, popping instinct to make those grenades unbreakable. Nice parry on that low.
And the lockout, this might do it!
Yeah, but he's got one more bar and he's going to go straight into Ultra.
On the last hit, and Charbok up 2-0 on your killer. Close reverse 3-0s tonight, but no cigar yet.
If you didn't understand my reference, Aqua, I'm disappointed. But anyway, on to the match. And Charbok getting that air-to-air. Calling out that wake-up, and all the Sleep trying definitely to backdash out of attack range and just not having any of it. But he does find himself a wake-up. Whoa, wow, Charbok is a ballsy parry against that cross-up. Like I said, he's been demonstrating some aptitude in defending against these setups, as opposed to most other players. Clearly had a lot of training time with Aria played. And the fruits of that training are showing off really well here. Right now, Sleep is really keeping him at bay. Gets the counter hit standing medium, and that lockout is going to cost him big time, but the Shadow Linker into an immediate Shadow Ender. It may cost him all his resources, but considering that Hisako had a larger health bar to work with and Sleep did at the time, this will still give him a commendable lead.
Get that.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, what you saw there, that Washington Instinct, she can teleport cancel her special attack, and she can also parry cancel her. So despite that Rekka had not hit, Charbok was able to make up for his mistake and teleport out of harm's way rather than risk the reversal from Sleep. But the damage is really adding up right now. By the air Rekka. I don't know why Sleep opted to switch bodies. Perhaps that was an accidental input? Either way, Charbok has a lot of work ahead of him, and that air Rekka is going to get stuffed. He's got to get in there now. Almost managed to jump at a stick, but no dice. Oh, nice anti-air from Charbok, and now he's able to play his command grab game. Hisako does double as a grapple character. Oh no, he had no instinct on the Shadow. Rekka somehow worked, catching Sleep jumping back. He's just running away from Charbok. And gets the dash up into the grab because he... Right. Whoa. Sleep calling out that assist, and Charbok tried to counter poke before it could connect, and no dice there. Oh, the dash cancel off the standing spears, not a standing spear, but standing roundhouse into a grab attempt. Kind of like what Jayo can do with his fireball, canceling into a grab, basically straight respect from the opponent.
Oh, that's Sleep.
Charbok not finding the anti-air, this will cost him a good deal of health. And very good stuff with Charbok there, recognizing that he had blocked an assist and it hadn't come back to his mastery yet, so he opted to punish with the crushing spear. Which does take away some health from Aria, for those who aren't aware. Dash up the Shadow Rekka, that will be a Shadow counter, and the first round goes straight to Sleep, who's hardly taken any damage. The switch has been flipped, and now Sleep is the one in full control. The Charbok does find a Rekka, however, that will not recapture. Didn't have the Wrath meter at the time. But by the way, what powers his standing medium is nothing. All his medium and heavy attack, giving them huge counter hits done. There's all kinds of manual follow-ups that most other characters would not have access to. But he's not going to get a chance to use any of it. Shadow Cash Out will not quite kill Charbok here, but he will have instinct. Doesn't find the block that time. And all three of us Rekka's whiff because Sleep is just constantly backtracking in air, using the base body. Charbok finally finding the kill in the first body, but that's still going to leave him a lot of homework to do. But little instinct to go with. Oh my god, that parry was absolutely incredible, but he dropped the follow-up! That is so heartbreaking for him. Absolutely heartbreaking. Into semifinals, who will make top 4 and get into the payout tonight? Let's go.
Exactly. Who wants the money, Blake? We're about to find out.
Well, Charbok is inching closer to it because that ninja jump was blocked, but Sleep chose not to block the follow-up, and that basically gave Charbok the first combo. What a trade from both players, but neither able to get anything out of it. Oh, jump forward again to avoid the shotgun knee. Charbok trying to dance around the range of that shotgun knee and trying to force away from his opponent. Not a bad strategy. Oh, the anti-air failed, and could have really cost him, but he recovered just in time to make up for it. Use the air Rekka to go straight over that assist and punish it as well. And punching yet another assist. Wow, his hit awareness matchup is getting phenomenal. I don't often see Aria just blown up that much. And there's a lockout, maybe a chance to cash out with huge damage and potentially the first body KO. Not yet though. One more touch of that command grab will seal the deal at a cost of all of Charbok's instinct, but that's a price that's well worth paying. Meanwhile, Sleep is sitting on full resources and is demanding control of the air. No shot of counter shotgun needed to do fetching instinct, and then it comes after that counter hit and can get another double cash out. Both players once again on set point, but Sleep looking like he has an ever so slight advantage. Star's gonna wait this instinct out before going in. That shot has to get clipped though. Does not break
that damage.
Half his health. Gonna get in here. Will dash under, get the anti-air. Oh, no lockout. He has a lockout that didn't quite confirm on it, but he will get another combo because at full grab, that grab will be a combo opener. And what a huge cash out from on top of it. What a tacky Sleep! Back down crouching medium, no confirm off it because he wasn't believing that it would connect.
Oh, and barely beating out that crouch fierce.
Medium breaker. Aria is extremely fragile. The one hit could still do it by either player. Getting the crouching medium, but no confirm.
And again, the texture grab.
That won't kill just yet. He got to watch out for the jumping attack hitbox. Gets the grab. That will not start a combo because he's not a full assist. Not a full assist, but not a full grab. He's got to watch out for that instinct. Teleport right in! And Sleep caught whipping. This is moving to Ultra. Oh my god.
Oh, and then jump back.
Winners finals and grand finals. And now these guys are going to run it back. Raven, that back jump with punch is working wonders for him tonight and basically runs right into it. And all of a sudden, Raven becomes ridiculously difficult to block. Thanks to those skulls. Again, the neutral jump with punish. It's been giving him so much leverage. And no one has really been blowing him up for it. But Faith finally finds an opening. Already built up a good deal of gold, so he's going to go for damage anger instead. And play the game that he is known to play in Killer Instinct. That Shadow Instinct goal appears to be slightly negative, and Raven taking full advantage of it with a counter poke confirmed into a combo. Teleport out of the way of that ram attack. Uh-oh. A little bit of lag there, but the teams have gone away reasonably fast, so not too consequential to a block on the overhead. We've had such difficulty blocking that overhead earlier in the set. But Raven now sitting on the lead. The neutral jump catching the punish. And what an anti-air from Bay to bring it back as well as lock Raven out of his instinct. Which is what you really want to do against this character because you don't want to give him a chance to lock your resources out as well as fill the entire screen with skulls in all directions. Kate finds the grab. This time the neutral jump doesn't quite work out for either player. Both their attacks are whipping right into the faces, which is so unusual, but they can teleport into the instant skull anti-air. Raven teleporting out of the jump attack and getting the trip guard. Locks out on that manual, runs up straight into the overhead. And what a grab temper and pace that was so huge for him. Whoa, Raven trying to catch a whip, but no dice. Shadow counter goes, unrewarded. That will be an ultra combo for Vade. He's going to go to a 1-0 lead over Raven. Now, something to remind the KIC. It's making me think of that classic game where, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go over that later. Right now, basically a huge start off that neutral jump yet again, taking a page from Raven's book. And then the jump. It's so effective against characters that thrive on grabbing you to start their offense, especially Spinal, as you're seeing right here. So many jump-ins. Spinal's anti-air is not exactly the greatest, but it can work when timed appropriately, but neither player often really try it. Of course, Spinal does have one of the better jumping attacks in the game, and that's the jumping heavy punch, with a hitbox that reaches so far downwards that you have to really be ready to anti-air it. But he doesn't also move too far forwards in his jump arc, so it leaves him very open for you to walk back and then trip guard on his recovery. That skull is plus unblocked. He is going to get that run in into the roundhouse. And Faye's going to lock out here. This will be the first bar for Raven, and also going to build up his goal yet again with another Fireball Ender. We're going down to yet another third round between both of these players. Faye's putting out the air-to-air, but no capitalization from him. And he got a shoulder ram right through that skull, which just flew right over him. With a Shadow Linker from Raven. Faye tried to go for the anti-air, as you can see there, but he does not quite get it. Goes to the damage Ender. Now Faye is into play, somehow getting the check. Raven's meaty whiffing. Very unfortunate for him. If he had timed it a little later, he would not have been able to pop that instinct. All these manuals and Raven finding the medium breaker. Faye barely making over that skull. Oh, catching the shoulder ram it. What attack from Raven. That was exactly what he needed to stay alive. Waiting on the air again. Faye trying to find a neutral jump, but it whiffed. And speaking of neutral jump, if he locks out here, it's going to be the match. But Faye does not lock out. Oh, dive kick right onto a crouching heavy, and Faye connects the finishing manual. When Candy made safe with the appropriate spacing. That's the first lockout of the game. Faye already going to a huge lead. Very Northern spike there, but it's gone away. Nice catch on the backdash. That will be the first round, and Faye's not taking a single hit. And he's getting on 3 skulls. Runs under that jump in, but no trip door, but he does find the grab nonetheless. Tap to his skull. If you get another skull, plus brings the world, but Raven finding a gap to teleport out. Faye's not getting the anti-air. And he does find the breaker. And just he's about to go to the blender, he forced right back into it. Oh, very good stuff from Faye, absorbing Raven's own skull. And there's the dive kick. Working out a lot better for Faye than it did for Raven. The step back into the overhead. Such an effective shimmy. So with that grab, which does not scale no matter what point the combo you land the grab at, it's going to find that cross up into the ultra combo. Such a quick.
Here we go, one of our first big boys of the night. Aside from Ram, this has really been it.
Whoa, might be very carefully tripped like blinkers because Tyzo did go for the arm burnout ender, which makes the punch attack dangerous. Good call on the wake up. He could have punished that on the second hit. But lets it go. On a backdash on the grab, a no whip punish. And nice anti-air from Tyzo.
Oh, that command grab so early.
Oh, but he does not get the punish off that trail laser. Tyzo trying to call out the counter break, but nothing from him. I was trying to get the angle slicer, but Tyzo, knowing he was negative enough on that trip black that he could get himself back into the air and fade out with the mic. Oh, but Triple is getting stuffed by that jumping roundhouse. Alright, Tyzo kind of playing an interesting little zoning game here. And eventually finds an opening. Nice cash out. Not that much damage, but anything to help him get the lead and keep it. Good anti-air from Mike. Decides not to go for the follow-up. So I think it's a good decision because all follow-ups from the DP are in fact breakable. What a full-screen anti-air trailblazer from Tyzo. One of the benefits of your burn-up mechanic, or fired-up mechanic, which basically adds some range and additional effect to your special attack, as Tyzo there was just demonstrated. Oh, but Trouble is getting beat out clean by that Shadow Song. Probably expecting the second hit to come out of that Fire Flash, but Tyzo was not fired up at the time, so that Fire Flash could have been punched real hard, and Mike and I not aware of it. Okay, that's gonna fan the flames his arms a little bit, but that Shadow Grab will put him into a cross situation. Oh, but Tyzo walked out of that grab. Might have gone for the grab linker a little bit too early and allowed Tyzo's opportunity to escape. But he does not block that cross-up. Mike had to be aware of an instinct. Tyzo's still gonna pop that instinct regardless of the side he was on. And he had a down-up input on his Fire Flash DP. So no matter what, he could have been anti-air.
And wow, a double backdash on the Trailblazers in. DP unable to get anything off of it.
That's going to be a whip punish. Cash out right away to another punch burnout ender. Mike has to be very careful. One mistake and it could be it. Cash out that full screen low. And there's the anti-air. If Tyzo gets the cash out, this will do it. And he does. One bar on that Shadow DP is going to seal the deal for Tyzo. What are you talking about? Cash out at the end of the last game of going into the second game. Tyzo flying away trying to bait some whip. Staggering the target straight into it though, and a bomb setup. Now Mike has to be very careful. Well, he was going to be careful until that low Trailblazer clipped him. Gotta be very careful trying to go in. Oh, we got a huge leg. Spike. It's gone now though, and he finds the jab step on that Trailblazer. Tyler's still not waking up with the light DP to beat up that cross setup. Because Light Fire Flash does have invincibility that's necessary for a DP attacks anti-air, even against the deepest of jump in. We're playing Bomberman right now. Oh, the wrong time for Mike to dash in. He's gotta be very careful. That jump there. He had to block the launch. That's going to lead to a Shadow Trailblazer confirm into a level 3 damage ender. Now, Cinder's damage ender isn't exactly the hardest hitting attack you'll see. That's confirmed with a crouching heavy to a Shadow Claw of the Earth. Mike is about to even this up. Good block on that cross up, and here comes Tyzo's instinct. Nice call out on that Fire Flash. He's going to get the punish. Oh, it doesn't quite kill though. He had the game-winning juggle too. I was trying to attack after that long streak of chip damage, but instead he's going to eat this counter hit.
Hey Blake, it actually desynced again, so you're gonna have to invite me out to this next one.
I have no idea what's going on your end, but from what I'm seeing, Mike is adjusting incredibly well to Tyzo's strategy. There's that backdash from his opponent, and Tyzo constantly retreating after landing attacks rather than believing that his hit confirms will land. Jeffrey does take an opportunity to put himself in negative frames right in Thunder's face, which is one of the worst situations that you could find yourself in. Equal jump, not punishing that grab, a lot of missed damage that Mike left on the table, and we got the meaty overhead. Five points into the cross up, good block from Tyzo, and a good block in the wake up again. The jump over into the shadow grab. That's going to force Tyzo to press button to block and jump, but generally not what you want to do. Because deep jump attacks that block like very deep on the way down tend to leave the offender a plus frame. Speaking of plus frame, exactly as I was talking about a second ago. Tyzo trying to jump for fear of eating a grab, and Mike was ready with the Shadow DP.
And what a reaction from Mike and Ike, and the overhead again, open him up!
This is looking so one-sided, it's not even funny. Another cross-up setup. Tyzo still not trying to anti-air the cross-up. Because again, his down-up is with the Fire Flash, but he's not even trying it. Two Trailblazers, it puts him back into the corner, and he's left open to another Shadow DP. Oh, the Witch grab, and he covers it with an instant Fire Flash into the instinct. Uh-oh. Mike dropped the combo. And Tyzo finds the punish. The breaker mode, like, exactly what Mike needed. DP in here? Dash under, then does the DP. Dash over does nothing.
Oh, and the cross-up stomp. Oh, man.
Single elimination is all 3 of 5. So look, the player versus player meta when anything can happen. And there's a punch burner ender coming into play yet again. Mike's gotta be very careful with that. It's doing so good scouting out that wake up, it's just killing Tyzo. Finally finds the wake up, but then mounting counterattack, he just flies away.
Very good.
And he gets the shadow counter too. But flap to keep the combo short. Not that much damage, but the punch burnout enter will limit Thunder's options yet again. Tries to go for a target string after the jump in, but Mike is just not having any of it. So maybe negative out of triple axe, but Tyzo still has to scout that DP. He definitely tried to punch the sky drop, but completely forgot that Mike's instinct was at the ready. Good punch for that wake up, and now Mike is going to be one bar away from proceeding into semifinals. Of course, his instinct won't last long enough for his step watch. It will last long enough to make use of that last DP cross up. Oh, it's fair outside the range of that drill. I mean that Inferno attack is not going in instantly after it. Well, having a little bit of difficulty trying to jab out of the Trailblazer, but he does get a breaker on that Shadow Inferno. Oh, but the jump forward gets clipped by the Fire Flash on the second hit.
Mike refusing to give up the southpaw right now. Great jump out from Tyzo, scouting the tick throw there.
Well, he hasn't had a lot of success avoiding tick throws since that started, but now he's finding it where it matters the most. Full screen bomb. Mike's gotta be careful jumping when a bomb's stuck to him. He does get the breaker, and Tyzo already committed to the back jump, but that shadow grab will not connect. Watch the cross up. Oh, Tyzo not getting the block that time, but Mike not committing to the offense. Instead go for yet another grab. While calling him out with a heavy auto, and Tyzo had to break immediately.
Oh, and just a raw throw, and they were both knocked down off the trade, and Mike and Ike is going to take it 3-1. In his way, the MagicMan himself.
And no anti-air from MagicMan, probably because he timed that jump, but it would definitely guarantee a jump attack right before the announcer said fight. There's an idle period at the start of every match where both players can move, but they can't land a hit yet. So in that scenario, they'll typically go for either a jab check or time a jump attack appropriately. So that they don't have the time necessary to anti-air, but MackMane does find the counter breaker on that Shadow Linker, and therefore the first KO. Now, Heretic had no meter before that last breaker, so he had to pull all of that, but a nice catch in the back dash. That Shadow counter is not going to connect and will cost MackMane big time, but Heretic getting a little too greedy with heavy auto. And exactly like with MagicMan, MackMane's going to find some instinct and an anti-air confirmed. We got wall set up. Oh, mistimed the Shadow counter. But Heretic does not strike off breaking those heavies just like MackMane. It didn't take long for Heretic to get to a second instinct, and that Shadow Fire Cat is in fact going to get stuff, but MackMane's going to break before he comes off with first bar.
And what a clutch breaker it was.
A good reversal to spot the gap in that block string. Oh, yeah, that air grab is now breakable because of Gargo's air grab having been breakable ever since he was introduced to the game, and MackMane finds his second counter breaker of the heavy breaker. He's going to take his second KO. And Heretic is down to a pixel on his last body. One touch is literally all that MackMane needs. Oh, he tries to find the air grab, but doesn't quite get it. But he does get that empty jump into a grab. Going right back in. Walk up into the grab. MackMane showing not a care in the world for his opponent's counter option. Blocking the shotgun knee and a call out on the forward jump. The shotgun knee is kind of safe because of the pushback, and also puts Heretic typically out of range for a counter post to connect, which is why he tried to go for the jump, but MackMane was ready for it, but not ready with that DP anti-air. Shadow DP is not going to connect, and that will be a punish. Oh, but he does not catch that out!
So unfortunate there for MagicMan.
That drop combo could be the death of him. MackMane already bringing it back. You cannot give this guy any chance to come back, and he finds a Shadow counter on that 3-hit special. But for some reason, MagicMan did not think to cancel the Shadow Grenade art. Didn't believe that he would fall for the bait. And that anti-air is going to close out the first bar. That's going to be another anti-air for him, no doubt. And there it is. That's a whiff punish. Get the wall flat, watch the grenade set up. Oh, a Rekka into the overhead, even though the Rekka kind of negative? And Aqua will say that is so savage, but so is that shadow counter. Jump with the grenade explode.
Yeah, that looked like frame perfection there. Getting out of that mini grenade. And the chip out from MagicMan. And even though he's on a little bit of life support here, in a decent position if he can open up here early.
Heretic was so lucky that chipped out, because if it didn't, MackMane would not have needed the shadow counter that attack. He could easily have punished it because -9 on the block.
And ran out of the Fire Cat. And here we go, MagicMan getting back in this match.
It isn't Aria's most damaging body though, so MackMane will have some good amount of room for error, but he is sitting on less than half a second health bar. No shadow counter that grenade art. Oh, catch it! Heretic pressing buttons on wake up!
And that's gonna do it.
And he launched out on that shadow linker. MackMane going up 2-0 against Heretic as their top tier game tonight. And MagicMan just hesitating at the start of every game, letting MackMane just come right into his face. Well, oh my god. Just back to avoid a heavy Rekka. What a punish from Heretic MagicMan. Good block on that assist setup. Unbelievable. My screen darkened a little bit here. Let me get out of that. Wow. All these unbreakables, and MackMane could not find the breaker on that man. Could it be the first bar? Yes, it is. Max damage ender, no less. But MackMane not out of it yet. Oh, catching Heretic pressing a button with a Shadow Firecast. Even if that had been blocked, he would have been able to pop the instinct, which is now in play. And Heretic already going to pop that instinct, get Blade Body out of danger of being killed, going on his max health body. DP is out of that setup. Surprisingly effective, and yet no punish from Heretic. No, still no shadow countering it with an arc. Heretic caught pressing button at the wrong time. That opens him up to that heavy Rekka. Again, that jump in. There's the meaty confirm with the Shadow Firecat. If that had been blocked, MackMane would not have been able to make up that block. Oh, empty jump low and 2 jabs confirmed. Even with him low health. MackMane's already bringing it back. But
yeah, he's so close to bringing it back. And guys, just to let you know how close this whole race is, if MagicMan wins this entire week and all of next week, he could be in the finals.
And Aria is, you don't really want to be forced to hold pressure all that much, or your life would get very difficult. I feel like MackMane could either punish or check that third torpedo attack that he just blocked with a heavy normal. Jacks over into the overhead. We got 3 fighter fly flip out setup for it. Lucky for MagicMan, he finds the breaker, but he does not find a very good trade against that grenade. Beautiful shadow counter on that assist setup. Aria kind of weak to shadow counter, and at the same time, she has good countermeasures to handle such parries. But MackMane found the perfect opportunity to abuse MagicMan's plus frames and turn them against him. No anti-air there, but didn't really need it because he had that grenade at the ready. MagicMan is going to get the breaker. No need to win the counter breaker. No with punishment, Shadow Firecat. Still no DP anti-air. Find the anti-air anyway. MagicMan breaking the heavy manual, but he's taking so much damage on his last 2 bodies, it's looking very grim for him. Catching the backdash with 2 light Rekkas instantly confirmed into an ender. No shadow counter on the shotgun knee. MackMane was not expecting it to hit at max range, so he wasn't ready for it. But I feel like he still could have challenged that with a standing medium. Oh, MagicMan had to break that. Good shadow counter. But he's going to have a lot of work to do here on out. Nice overhead. MackMane blocks the second overhead in a row. I feel like I would have gotten hit by that, if I had to be honest with you. And we got the stage Ultra Boy. Kick the CEO clean out of her office.
That's what I thought.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Here we go. Top 4, boys. Base versus Mike and Ike. And going.
A setup great defense from base here. Most players would tend to get clipped by that overhead because it's just on the verge of not really being reacted to.
I love how Mike and Ike abuses so many gaps early on in a match when his opponent doesn't have any way to shadow counter. And he does it every single time.
Interesting how Base is going Mira for this matchup, but at the same time I kind of understand because Finals don't like their lack of wake-up options against a character like Thumper. Or I should say, lack of effective wake-up. Oh, what a bait on that Shadow DP, but Mike is still sitting on a lead here. However, with his instinct, Base is quickly building that life back to what he was until Mike and I found that jump back with punishment. He had no meter, so no Shadow counter on that block screen.
Oh, that did not look like it was about to cross up like, oh my gosh.
I would have gotten hit by that. I'll be honest with you. That could be a huge cash out, but Mike actually finding the light breaker. One touch is all he needs to get Base on that last green pixel. Because even if a part of his health is still silver when it's KO'd, he dies anyway. Dash over, into a jump in, find the point but chip out. I would have preferred for Base to keep blocking because never mind. Mike and I can full meter, but if he didn't have full meter, and when Base got opened up, he would have had the opportunity to use his battery enter to regenerate his meter. Tries to find a shadow counter, but the shadow bats himself completely. I should have let him gone through those bats, but it's not one of the fastest hitting shadow attacks, so Base might have been able to block it. Well, instantly changed animation there. I never seen Mira actually jump on top of someone before connecting her light link. Nice shadow counter from Mike. Tries to dagger to overhead, but Base calling it out with punishing, but he's still in the corner. Okay, finds the air-to-air. I believe Mike and I tried to go for a shadow trip last time, but a regular one instead. He got a regular version. And got stuck for it. There it is! But instead DP through it and it doesn't quite reach. That's really bad for him. A lot of light kicks in the corner. But that drop kick is safe because he can dash cancel it with his instinct. But he's still in a lot of trouble here. He dashes in a row and neither of them get punched at all, but Base is going to get that.
Get back on. Take it away, Blake.
Muy bien. But a backwards air dash trying to fade a button press from Mike. Didn't quite bite. And here comes the pressure game. But Mike is getting the breaker and DP right before the back. There's still apparently a brief period of projectile invincibility on these DPs. But I distinctly remember a patch where they lost their strike invulnerability unless they had meter behind it. 2 lockouts in a row, that is so bad for him, especially the damage and boost that Base is now making use of. To block that drop. No shadow counter on that trip lag. If he lets Mike get away with all of his offense, we could be seeing quick first KO. And we do in fact see a KO, but not the way we would have expected it. Base burning a bar to recover a lot of his lost life. Oh, grabs him out of the shadow trip lag? Are you serious? And he had to get a break on the heavy link. Oh, does not block that mix-up. That side attack you've just seen Base using there always hits overhead or low depending on whichever version of the move he uses, and one of them always hits sooner than the other one. So it's basically either a high-low fuzzy or a low-high fuzzy. I tend to forget which, but it's one or the other. But if you aren't confident in taking the mix-up and you have meter, it's a free shadow counter for you. And command grab. Mike really laying on the pain. Good block on that cross-up. That jumping heavy is one of the hardest cross-up attacks to block against in the entire game. But Tyzo has been doing good jobs defending against it up until the very last leg of the set. And Base had to hold out. Oh, tried to get the shadow counter, but he mistimed it a frame too late. And this time has no meter. So he's gotta hold all the chip damage. Oh no, we're punished. Mike DP'd out, but that's going to be a trip guard punish. If he had not gotten that breaker, that could have been a lot worse for him than it is right now, but... Oh, that was a good block from that DP. The last thing you would expect a player to go for at the very start of a game, and Mike is willing to bring the prize to the table at a cost of having his own health. Mike's not going to bother Bane's not going to bother regenerating health just yet. Instead, we'll take the damage end, but we'll jump right into that sky drop. Good to confirm off that instinct. Bane already giving up so much health because of that missed special.
Oh, and that was just dirty right there from base. Come on, man.
That was so dirty, if Mike had not gotten that break. Oh my god, he catches him. Pressing buttons at the worst possible time, and that heavy trip lock will lead to a counter hit confirm.
And a magic pixel from Mike. Magic Mike has it where, but that doesn't go too far here.
Oh, but Mike getting a little bit greedy with those DPs, and this time he's going to come off his first bar as a result of that little disaster. But I don't think he's too bothered by it because they're still more or less even. And that will be a trip guard on the DP. That side attack also recaptures for those who are not aware of that. And they cancel. It's not pressing buttons, we're going to take the grab instead. The backdash off a jump thing, heavy DP right back into attack range. Got Base caught trying to jump out again. Oh, Base not committing button press, it's going to lead over to a shadow grab. Am I going to charge up an instinct dash and the regular instinct has already expired? Open jump right into shadow back. That will give Base an opening, but again, Mike finding the break. Again, optimistic out of the corner, and that will take it from Mike and Ike. How do you instill fear in a player that just doesn't feel any of it?
Might have to get a little bit savage, Blake.
Speaking of savagery, Base is coming in. But a nice trick guard on that DP, a backdash on that grab. Oh, that big time shot of counter going to cost Bane big time. He had the right idea, but just isn't getting the timing down. The medium and heavy trip like blinkers hit a different speed. So you gotta really find the timing for it. Nice backdash on that DP.
And a fantastic whiff punish here, but these clutch breaks from Mike and Ike.
Right DP through the bat, but doesn't quite find the right timing and stuff for it instead. Like I said, those DP attacks have lost their invincibility without any meter at all. There are now only a few characters in the game that actually have the true reversal. Examples being Jago and Glacius. Nice crossover. And Bane's gonna gain back a lot of life with that command grab. Oh, calling out that whip. Probably expecting to block that DP because of the rage that Mike has thrown it out. It was then counter the cross-up. But Mike, catching the jump out. Fully aware of the fact that Base started trying to jump his command grab. So he needs a little adjustment to make sure that Base stays on the ground to leave himself open to stuff good throw ups. A bit hitting on a good lead, looking really good, and he jumps with his grab, so Savage Base. And so is that cross-up. That would be a huge cash out to a free follow-up. Heretic was just all over the adaptation. These two players of the court are just calling each other out like there's no tomorrow. Right now, Base ever so slightly edging him out in the middle of the game. And you jump into a DP, find how savage could you get? Oh, wait a minute, the Thunder. Savage's view is to be expected, but so is that miss from Base. To avoid that grab and get an exchange punish.
Base jumping like crazy right now. Just kind of tempting Mike and Ike to throw a DP.
Trying to catch that dash in with the shadow bat, but not quite getting it. That's quite a waste of a bar there today. Oh, very nice catch on the DP. Two catches on the DP, but Base's health bar is looking mostly silver. It might get the lockout and a combo. He finds the opening if he gets the lockout and the full combo. But Base gets a tech on the grab linker. Oh, DP's right to the shadow back. That is so heartbreaking for Mike. He just needs one more opening. And he finds it! That's the downside to draining so much of your health if you think of mobility. Just like that, we're down to the final health bar of the set. Air dash it out of the way of the shuttle. Trip black. That was a good jumping over that. Get back down trying to catch the DP, but Base was ready with the backwards air dash. This could be an ultra.
And a clutch breaker again from MagicMan. Only a real master right now.
Dashing right through that standing roundhouse, but Base is finding an opening. He can't break. Oh no, with punch Base! Oh, this is a Aganos shell counter, but he has multiple hits on that whole attack!
And did not chip out! And here we go! Look at how much...
Hot chip out.
One more hit.
He misses right through that overhead. Jump goes back again. Oh my god!
And then that's gonna do it! Oh my god! MagicMan with an insane comeback in game number 5.
Aria, but Sabrewulf? Of course, I could see Aganos being kind of an uphill matchup for Orchid because of the fact she has to be in the mid-range to do any decent damage, and that's dangerous against someone like Aganos because of armor mechanics. And after demonstrating there, MackMane tried to come in. Oh, but he does use that charging heavy attack which does ignore armor completely, so Aganos can't be as thoughtless in the neutral game. What a shadow with Cliff, stripping away all of that armor. Getting meaty. Please call pressing the button. As long as MackMane keeps applying those meaty charge heavy, there's no way the Sleep can wake up. And as long as he keeps applying those counter breakers, he's not breaking enemy juggles either. First bar going to MackMane. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Sweet. And that charge heavy can be made slightly plus. Actually, it doesn't matter how long you charge that heavy attack. He is always at least plus 2 on block, which is a crazy thing about Sabrewulf. There's that dive kick. Block too high up, but no check sleep. Confirmed off that full screen Peacemaker. No shadow counter mess in this. Oh, tagging him on the armor reload. And Sleep smacking him away with yet another breaker. Good anti-air shadow ruin. I can't know about... I don't really know if he's going to take this match seriously or not because there's so many breakers, so many air counter breakers, so many punished wake up. And that is slightly plus. He's a little too far out of range for that grab to connect. But this time he's scouting that shadow reversal. And he got the counter breaker off that heavy auto. This is going to be a lot of damage with him. Or I stand corrected. Because you choose to reload your armor at the end of a combo, you don't deal quite as much damage. Then again, Aganos doesn't really have a damage ender until his walls come into play.
Exactly.
Oh, MackMane tried to go for the counter break, but Sleep doesn't bite that time. It looks like they are playing for real. And speaking of the damage ender with walls that I just talked about a bit ago, there it is.
And uses the armor, so smart. From Sleep there.
They're both keeping it at a close range. Sleep winning out with that first jab. The back step with a charged heavy clean grip punish from MackMane. Keeping it short and simple. That is plus. Sleep have to expect the fall when he gets grabbed for it. Dash up into the eclipse, very good stuff, but although it's going to hit armor, it left him open to a grab punish. Jump heavy. Oh, a little bit of a lag fight there. Never mind, it's gone now. Jump into the grab, what a good tech from Sleep. Oh, trying to jump that wake up, but that shadow thin fist hitbox is way too large. 2 dashes into a grab, so disrespectful, but doesn't get that air to air. And that's an interesting little cross up Aganos. I don't really see that often. Oh, catching the armor reload, but does not confirm off it. That could have been the first bar for MackMane. And the shadow ruined with, but no punish from MackMane.
It was so close to anti-airing, just a little bit too early with Sleep there on the reaction. He reacted a little too fast there, Blake.
If that was even possible. Jumping into instinct, that dash trying to catch a whiff, and Sleep just throwing out that spin fit like there's no tomorrow. And he got instinct at the ready. He's heading into his last round looking really good. But took MackMane because he got a good force instinct left. And a full stick of butter. Gonna burn half in the Shadow DP reversal and Sleep calling out the breaker. Oh, MackMane trying to get the Shadow counter, but no dice there. Okay, good meaty into what looks like a release in the armor to go for a low hitting mix-up. Catching a jump over with the Shadow Spin hit yet again. That might kill, and it does. Sleep.
Even if he gets a W over his Aganos, Sleep has the ability to not only attempt to counterpick, but twice, even if the second one doesn't work out, or adjust accordingly.
Oh, the dash up into the forward heavy punch and no block from Sleep. As you're seeing, heavy there completely ignore your armor. So fighting Aganos up right is not as dangerous as it used to be in Season 2. Oh, beautiful reaction on that projectile. There is no throwing fireball at this man. Oh, cutting away the armor. Being caught not blocking low. And each time you knock Aganos against that wall or knock him to the ground, you take the point of damage, and eventually they go away after 3 hits. Whatever wall comes on the screen, you want to do your best to get rid of it, because it limits how much you can move around the level. And if you find a damage ender, you're eating a lot of damage. Speaking of damage, good DP from MackMane. There's the Dave was talking about, but again, he's not punishing the whip and letting Sleep get away with it.
Oh, and the teabag from Sleep.
Well, why not? He's got that advantage. Good clip on that jump out. Gonna burn one of his armor.
Oh, and a slowdown.
No, don't do this to us. Okay, now it's gone. Thank goodness. And MackMane letting that jump and rock. Aganos is kind of difficult to end later because of his huge jump normal hitboxes. So I understand MackMane not going for it, but you let him get away with anything, he'll run away with it.
Too early once again with the clothesline from hell. And MackMane, one more hit. That's gonna do it. Oh, doesn't confirm.
But that DP fit is going to get. Interesting enough, you actually see an Aganos player dashing while they have armor on. As you see right now, Aganos really slows down his attack animation and his movement the more armor he has at the ready. So the armor kind of helps him like it did right there with that trade against that blade dash, but at the same time it kind of hurts him. That's typically why when an Aganos player gets their armor, they tend to drop one for a wall as fast as possibly can. Speaking of the armor, MackMane hitting through both hits of the armor and then getting a launcher with 3-hit DC. Oh, get the lockout. He's looking to be in trouble right now. He doesn't get correctly against this mix-up. We've got a blender at the ready, and the recipe will be one about disaster. We've done something there. Speaking of disaster, that was a nice reactive shadow rune to beat on that projectile. It won't quite kill, but it will give some more armor to work with. Yeah, that sweep attack is a very irritating obstacle to deal with in fighting Aganos because it covers so much range, and it can even hit twice. With the second hit coming out of the low that knocks you down immediately. And it's very hard to punish on block, unless he has armor. If he doesn't have armor, it becomes almost safe. Oh, Shadow. It's going right into the grab. That's a very weird occurrence. Alright, MackMane trying to shimmy as hard as he can, trying to force reaction to complete. He needs that breaker. He does not have that much life to work with. Good call of a DP. He had that armor to spare for that Shadow Eye laser and got betrayed with anti-air jab. So it worked out for him very well.
Sleep back in danger, and that's going to do MackMane tying it up. Another game 5 to get into Grand Finals.
Yeah, if I was Sleep, I would get off them open to a good amount of mix-up options and Maya. Trying to jump over that knockdown, but that was not a hard knockdown, but MackMane has all the room in the world to DP. Oh, nice overhead when that wall flat reset. MackMane expecting a forward dash because Maya players like to go crazy when they have their daggers. Whoa, MackMane trying to go for counter breaker, which would have sealed the round if it was connected, but Sleep does not bite. And if no meter, he can't shadow counter any of Maya's normal, a lot of which hit twice on block. And being the counter breaker, Sleep calling him out in the middle of a juggle.
Returning the favor is Sleep.
And this could be the KO, and it is, boys. Sleep is back on the verge of eliminating MackMane, but gets clipped by that forward fierce. With the Shadow DP, Sleep will not grant a follow-up, but he will get that whip punish. Dash up into the DP. And wow, nice teleport save the DP, but no punish from MackMane. I'm gonna hurt him big time. Forcing that wake up will save him, but he could have gone to his next round with a little bit more health to work with. Gotta be very careful here. And Sleep with a full screen super jump, which he can do while he's sitting on both his daggers. Not looking good for MackMane.
Oh, and risking the DP.
Interesting little setup there. I'm not sure what Sleep was looking for. Oh, another whip punish. But he has no need to make that DP semi-safe. Not expecting that walk-up overhead. And that's going to be it, boys. MackMane was on the verge of bringing this all the way back, but that ever so slight shimmy into that forward roundhouse flip just cost MackMane his shot at the grand finals this week. Very heartbreaking for him because for his first top 8, he played so... I'm sorry, and Hologram took that one 3-1 over his opponent. Now, it's the same character, but certainly not the same player, and definitely not the same play style. By trying to get that cross-up, but that hard knockdown did not last long enough, and Sleep down the wake of DP. Now, gotta be very careful how hard he zones here, because as you can now see, those machine guns are on fire. It gives him increased damage and the ability to add some potential damage to his opponent with one hit, but it also decreases the rate that the projectiles will cover. Sleep is now on instinct. Sleep had already committed that DP, but that Shadow Grab will not succeed at all. And there are these OTGs that will be captured, and there's a level 3 enter. Man, this character hits so many times, you would think he'd do a little more damage than he actually does. Not like he doesn't already do damage. W Shadow Chip like, or goes for the dash through against the missile to get the combo. I like that.
Amazing break on the manual there. From Sleep on the light.
Exactly what he needs to keep himself on his first bar.
And MagicMan actually afraid to press the button there on the dash. It doesn't catch him. He was still airborne, and he landed on the ground far too far away for that command grab to work.
Yeah. I like the idea, but in that instance, it would have been better to block. And he locked out already with that potential damage adding up. Kilgore is going to take every bit of advantage he can here. Wow, that's a very rough Mike. He needs to pop that instinct right now. He needs to pop that instinct. But he doesn't do it. He was like the Call of Duty World Championship and not Killer Instinct.
This
please.
Welcome to the MLG Call of Duty tournament.
So far, the camping approach is working wonderfully. Might try and definitely go in there, but all these whips are not doing him any favors. There is a decreased range now because the guns are on fire, but Mike is still in there.
And look at that full map, 360 no scope from Sleep. Oh, and the reactions popping that instinct.
I don't get it. Didn't he shadow? Oh wait, that's right. And we got
that we've learned not to at this point here in cross up. And let's see. Already found his way in.
Oh, but standing fierce also doubled as a projectile, but Mike is able to like DP right through it to avoid it completely and getting this opening for a counter breaker combo.
And the throw out of the corner just to end with the command grab back into the corner. Very smart stuff. And the neutral jump.
Oh, the neutral jump into the
oh, and gets him again! What a start from MagicMan. A hood perfect to start us off. Taking the first bar of health. He says, Sleep, stop breaking, young man.
And to think I thought about not showering tonight. Now I might have to change my mind. Because I was so dirty! Speaking of dirty, Shadow Business confirmed off a full screen. Unbelievable. What a confirmed sweep. And what a punishment Sky drop. Whoa, but daggers off the standing fierce. Giving all the time in the world to follow up with manuals. Will that be a DP? Yes, it will be. Do not jump at this man. I tried to get another anti-air, but it didn't quite connect. Oh, nice good punishment sweep. I find it a breaker, but one more hit could very well seal the deal to sleep. Instantly breaking that DP, not one to let Mike have any kind of momentum off of that knockdown. It's what Thunder players thrive off of. Interesting. Sweep going with some kind of self-destruct teleport there. Perhaps trying to expect a button grab from Mike, and then he got punished with a shadow grab. This could very well do it. Or not.
Now,
on that wake up by those air gunshot.
Sleep himself in only real master territory.
Can he pull this off? It's an OTG. No meat to cash out because he has no meter. But he will settle playing this full screen game. He cannot let Mike and I in one, because if he does, he will die. This could be a huge cash out.
Oh, big lockout.
This is so huge, but this will give Mike instinct. He's popping instinct now and starts dashing in. But he's not popping instinct. Oh, the TP canceled. Throwing that last bar to negate those gunshots. Dashing right underneath and jump over. He's got to be very careful.
And that should do it!
Or a heavy jump like that will work too. Great punish from Mike. He's not out of this yet.
Sleep so close to...
Oh, no punish on that DP? What is going on, Sleep? Come on, man. It's not the time to choke. Oh, trying to go with some kind of... well, that teleport does actually have a brief invulnerability window where it avoids attack. And I think he used it very well in the last time they sparred.
Got the backdash, but if you did a medium or heavy low axe, that may have connected, but the light one didn't go far enough to confirm off that overhead that hit forever away on the backdash.
He has no meter to counter any of this, so Mike's gonna take that free chip down and build back some meter. Oh no! That drop kick will be. Oh, but he drops the combo!
Big drop from Sleep and falls for the hit stun tick and the command grab.
And it's going to kill. Oh my god, guys, we're on the verge of a 2-2 tie. Oh, well, Mike getting a little too confident there. That air counter break does not give him the reward that he's hoping for. And that is not punishable, apparently. All these fierces are moving Sleep backwards as he's shooting out gunshots. Very effective zoning tool for Kilgore to take advantage of, and there is that teleport yet again. Rocking on instinct, it will also do a good deal of damage.
And did 3 DPs just to try to bait Sleep into finally blocking one, and Sleep jumping once again. That was some mind games.
That's what Thunder players are notorious for. Oh, that overhead is blow out. He threw it out a little bit too early, and it counted as part of the combo. There's a Shadow DP catching the jump back. And he goes to drop kick to send him full screen, but that could have been a punish. And nothing from Sleep. These drop punishes have contributed to guarantee his spot in the finale, which he can do as long as he does not let Sleep run away with anything. That trade is not going too well for him, but he does take that assist for a ride, and a lot of damage on it too. With Thunder being such a high damage output character, Aria will suffer if he's knocked down at least once, but that's not going to happen right now. Oh, a tremendous block on that cross-up. Oh, catching the jump over.
Got the backdash, very good stuff from Mike Knight, and what a clutch break again from Sleep.
Sleep had to break that because undoubtedly the follow-up DP would have KO'd the first body, and he locked out here. Mike and Ike is going to make his last stand only 20 seconds into this last game.
A match point for Sleep.
Match point for both players, but Sleep in the lead right now. No punish on that assist. And it's going to open him up. Get another lockout. Not that much damage, but that will be another nasty setup that he just can't block again. Alright, get the assist. Oh, and finally finds a cross-up drop kick. Sleep not being wary of the distance covered by the heavy DP. And that's down to 2 bodies, but he also has his assist. Will that be no DP? No, it could have been a dash out, but no good punish from Mike. I hope he didn't shadow counter. Okay, no, he didn't. Very well aware that this fake out trick that Aria players are known to use when they have meter. Catching the shadow grab, and he doesn't even instinct. All his bodies are sharing the damage. Oh! That is the jump up to another shadow grab into the overhead. Jumping heavy.
Oh, what a savage DP from Sleep.
Oh, he lost the empty jump low, but he had no meter. This is literally Sleep's final stand, final body, full meter. Oh, dashing through for DP. Oh, the thing without an air. He's got to run away in zone. He cannot go in. Oh, Mike and Ike not calling out that.
Oh, and if he would have got the shadow command grab out.
7. The one time that Mike thought to dash in without charging it first, and it cost him a guaranteed spot in the finale. And Sleep finally breaking his curse in the cross-up grand finals. He is now